Good day, everybody. And once again, we are back together. And finally, we reach the end of this question paper. So if you haven't subscribed, please just make sure you are part of the family. All right. So let's quickly have a look at this question and let's see what it has in store for us. They say the diagram below represents a cylindrical design of a storage container with identical cones on both ends. They say the diameter of the cylindrical part is 3.67. Okay, there it is. It's indicated. Okay, let me just get my pen ready. Okay, so they say there it is. That's our diameter over there. Right, and they say, and the total height is 9.56 meters. Okay, they say the height rather of each cone is 1.5 meters, and the slant height of each cone is 2.37 meters. All right, now they've given us all the formulae there that have to do with the cone as well as the cylinder. Right, so firstly they say determine the length of the radius of the cone. Okay, remember that they had given us the diameter of it, 3.67. So for the radius, we're going to say 3.67, okay, divided by 2. All right, let's calculate that. And 67, that's divided by 2. And so we get 1.835 meters, right? Okay. And then they say calculate the height of the cylinder. Right, so notice in this case for each of those cones, we know that we've got a height of 1.5 each. So I'm going to simply say, well, the total height is 9.56 minus, this is 2 times 1.5, which is the height of each cylinder. And so the height of the cone, or rather the height of the cylinder, would be, so we said 9.56 minus, we've got 2 times 1.5. Okay, and we get, right, that's 6.56 meters. Okay, 6.56 meters. I'm sure we're going to be requiring to use that in just a few. Now, the next part says calculate the volume of the container, right? So in order for us to obtain the volume of the container, right, so what we need is the volume of each of the cones together with the volume of the cylinder. And we are given all of that. So the volume of the cones, so the total volume will be 2 times 1 over 3 pi r squared times h plus the volume of the cylinder, which is pi r squared h. So let's do that. That's 1 over 3. The radius, remember we calculated the radius. That's 1.835. That's pi times 1.835 squared. And the height of the cone is 1.5 meters plus. So we're going to add pi multiplied by the radius again of the cylinder this time around. That's also going to be 1.835. Right, that's squared. But the height of the cylinder is what we just calculated just now, which is 6.56. All right, and let's do that quickly, guys. Okay, in fact, I shouldn't close those brackets because they should have been closed here. Okay, that's 2 times cylinders. All right, and as I said, my calculator is really not the most advanced. Okay, so I'm going to say 2 multiplied by 1 over 3. Okay, that's multiplied by pi, that's multiplied by pi times 1.835, that's squared, multiplied by 1.5. 1.5. Right. So that's the area for our two cones, right? So this is going to be plus. So we are adding this 2. That's pi multiplied by 1.835 squared. Oh, there we go again. 1.835 squared multiplied by 6.56. All right, guys, I get a number 79.97. Okay, and that's square meters, right? So remember, we were looking for, in fact, that's cubic meters, because we were looking for the volume in that case. All right, so that's how the cookie crumbles for that question, right? That's what I have, that's what I managed to calculate. Now they say to us, determine whether 100 square meters of material is sufficient to manufacture the container. So we need to now calculate the total surface area. Okay, so there we've got surface area for the cylinder. All right, and we've got the surface area for the cone. So let's see. Firstly, let's start with the one for the cylinder. So surface area of the cylinder. Okay, so that's going to be 2 pi, actually 2 pi r squared. Right, so note, this would not be applicable. Okay, and the reason for that is that our cylinder does not have, remember, this is for a full cylinder that would have closed tops on either end. So let's say this top was closed and the one at the bottom as well, but we don't have those, right? So our area of the cylinder will only constitute of 2 pi r multiplied by h. So this would be 2 pi, right? Our radius, we said that's 1.835 multiplied by the height of the cylinder, which we had calculated to be 6.56. Let me just write it there, 6.56. Okay, meters. All right, now this is the area of the cylinder. We'll come back to it. Okay, now we then need to also determine the surface area of the cones. All right, so for the cones, again, that would be pi r squared if we are considering the base. Okay, but because we don't have the base in this case, we're only looking at the okay, I'm trying to just show you on the cylinder part. Right, we're just looking at the cone part of it, okay, and not this part here, that is the circle. All right, if it was a full cone, then that we would consider that, but this would be, we've got 2 of them, and they're exactly the same. That's pi r l, and remember that L is the slanted height. Okay, right, so this would give us 2 multiplied by pi, the radius again 1.835 multiplied by the slanted height of our cones was 2.37. All right, now what we're going to do is let's work out both of those. So that's the first one. We've got 2 pi multiplied by 1.835. I don't know why this calculator does this. 1.835, or maybe the problem is just me. 6.56. Right, so this is for the cylinder, and we said we must add this. Okay, that's equal to, and we are now going to add this to now the cone part of it. So that's 2 into, that's pi multiplied by 1.3835. 1.835 multiplied by the slanted height, which is 2.37. Okay, right, I get a total area. Okay, so the total area that I've got in this case, so surface area would be 102.96 square meters. And remember, they said to us, they gave us 100 square meters of material. So what can we conclude? So therefore, it means that the material is insufficient. All right, so the material is insufficient. Why? Because that surface area is greater than 100 square meters. All right, and ladies and gents, that is how the cookie crumbles. I've done from question 1 all the way till question 11, and you would have earned yourself 150 marks. Please just take it one step at a time as you prepare for the exams, and I promise you that, looking at the questions that I've done, you'd be able to do well in your exam. For now, ladies and gents, it's really been a pleasure being with you. I'll see you guys again next time. Sharp, sharp.